Previously on Tales from the Coast.
Okay.
This thing was made for one thing, and that is murder and mayhem.
Just wondering what this thing sounds like. Choo choo, like.
You can feel the ground shake. Is it chugga 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 chugga?
Run faster!
Have any of you heard of the balance?
Zimwalittles, they mock me.
Whoa, guys! You smell that? Is that burnt flesh?
So a devil came and exploded the Soul Train.
The Archduchess herself.
Fantastic.
And you see chomping in not only its mouth, but also where its eyes are two more mouths.
Brings a whole new meaning to the expression, feast your eyes. 3, 2, 1. I think you guys probably went on 2.
Welcome, one and all, from Golden Guild Hall to Sloppy Tavern Brawl. Come now and listen close to Tales from the Coast.
Work called me, and I was already 2 hours late for my shift. So we pause it right there.
Ta-da!
So I think that sums everything up.
Also, I was at the bottom of the initiative order for this fight here, so...
Yeah, you're the first person to spot the enemies and the last person to act.
Yep.
So seeing as we
Still got a goblin here?
Yeah, Flax is here for now. Seeing as Marcel's unable to play him, though, we're going to mix things up a little bit. And the last thing he did was, if I remember correctly, either lit a thing of oil or whipped this thing of oil and
I
missed
think
horribly
he whipped the thing of oil into the horizon.
into the horizon.
Since we were on a Pokemon theme, the metaphor we went with is when you throw it into the distance, and it just has that little flash as it disappears into the sky.
Okay.
Team Rocket blasting off again.
Yeah.
I think so. I never watched Pokemon as a child, so I don't know.
Missing out, dude.
This is
I
playing
Still on
missed out on
Netflix.
a lot of things.
Still Netflix. You can catch up.
It's not too late. Alright, so slight retcon with that toss. What we're going to go with is that it actually impacted against the top of the wall. And deck saves for you both.
Yay!
Starting off strong.
6.
6? Cool.
14.
Victor, you are Gucci. You're all good. Ben, you are going to take 2 bludgeoning damage as a whole bunch of rocks, screens, boulders are loosened from the errant toss. And we're going to shuffle... Actually, first things first, just deck save for Praxis. He fails 2. And takes 4 damage.
So there's like a wall between us now?
Yeah, exactly. So then we're going to shuffle these guys up. And Fax is on his own for now. Sam,
So-
perception check.
As I dodge through, do I see forward to see if these zombies have now been like alerted by this sound?
They have been, yeah.
So
And
now they're all facing us. Fantastic.
so we'll have them turn towards you. And I think I said the same thing last session, but as they turn, you just see these gnawing faces and no eyeballs, just 2 smaller mouths where their eyes should be.
Sounds like an awful Snapchat filter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's something in
And they're quite large too, aren't they?
They are like
Like
gratuitously rotund, exceedingly nude, and look like tumors with arms and legs.
Super nude. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They also have hordes of like buzzing mites and bugs around them too.
Do you call them super nude because they're not wearing clothes and they're barely wearing skin? Is that how that works? Okay.
That's gross.
Yeah, nice. I rolled a 10, by the way, for perception.
Perception?
Not
Cool. You
great.
hear some rumbling in the distance. For your character, by the way, too, I figure rather than going on this mission to the back lines, were you with? Oh yeah, you were with them for part of that, weren't
I
you?
was in the front of the lines and then I got lost, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll say you were separated during the battle.
Yeah.
And for your character, do you think he'd be trekking through the ravines as well, or going up above? Because there's kind of the way the place was. Think of like a impact crater, and then the spiderweb fissures being all the ravines outside of it.
Well, he'd definitely be going on top just because, like, he's a sailor, so he'd really
Wanna
like
see.
seeing everything, not like, you know.
Be all
If things
close
are
in.
above you as a sailor, it means you're going to get hit by a giant wave.
Yeah. Sounds good. So with that in mind, do a perception check with advantage.
Does that count for my advantage, or is that
Just do
2
another
more? Okay, we're going to 13.
13? Cool. So somewhere off to your right, you do hear some sort of rumble of a slight landslide coming from a ravine nearby. You may as well roll initiative here, too.
Me too. Alright, 6, I think.
Well, I had you in the back, and that is perfect, because you are in Izzy back.
Good. There you go.
Alright, so that out of the way, Valentine, you're up.
So as I dex roll out of this landslide, was there anything else that maybe I could perceive to see if it was just kind of this throw, or was there something else up there that kind of maybe started this, like, it seems like a pretty massive landslide behind me, or is it just
Big
small?
enough to block the passage.
Okay.
That being said, the ravine's not huge.
Right, so just could have been just a... Was there other rocks falling from the top?
No, right now, it looks
No.
like that was an isolated incident.
Okay,
You
okay.
could definitely hypothetically knock more down.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to look ahead of me and look at these blubber-esque demons. And I don't really want to get super close to them, so I'm going to...
Are you within 20 feet of them, by the way? You definitely are. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution save as well.
For probably a fail, because that's a 4 or 6.
A 6, that is a fail. You take 2 piercing damage as the swarm of bugs and mites nip at you as you are within their range.
Well then,
And also, as soon as you take that damage, all 3 of the creatures that before were just kind of blindly looking around at their eyeless maws all turn and look instinctively right towards you.
fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to back up then.
Well, also, did we get to apply the second level features yet, or are we still waiting until we get to
Haven't
take a long rest?
yet.
All right.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to... I don't really have a lot of range stuff. I'm going to use... They're blind? Can I perceive that they're blind? They look pretty blind?
They look pretty blind, but it seems like whatever they, like from their swarm of
Uses
lights,
their-
they might have gained some sort of sight of some sort against you. But in general, yes, they're quite blind.
Okay, I'm going to use... Cure Wounds on myself.
Sounds good.
Still got 2 spells left. And that's going to be the end of my turn. I'm... gonna let you guys take this. Can I perceive to hear anything maybe running above or anything like that? Like just looking to see, because my character thinks that like these rocks wouldn't have just fallen for no reason, even if it was just like a small little like fire and some things fell down. So that would be a 26. Can I hear anything above the ground that we're in? So like a little bit higher. I think it's what 20 or 30 feet.
Yeah.
30
How loud are you trekking here? I assume. Are you being all stealthy there, Sam, or
24 stealth.
24? Sounds you might be able to
Perception?
hear some gentle footsteps in the distance.
Okay.
The 24 stealth? I don't know.
You got a 26.
Oh, you got a Jesus Christ. Okay, fair enough.
I'm just going to yell, "Incoming, keep your heads up. Someone take the front."
And how do you say your character's name? Oh,
Oculus.
Oculus, thank you.
Merle?
Merle?
Merle, is that you, Merle?
Oculus. That's something your character would definitely hear.
Okay, perfect.
You may even recognize the voice from the battle the other day as well, because there's not many actual humans.
check. Do it.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
I think I do it.
No.
Yeah.
Crit!
That sounds like Victor.
Victor!
All right, with that
So
in
it
mind,
doesn't sound like my dad.
doesn't sound like your dad.
Shit, okay.
Unless your dad's a 600-year-old vampire.
Probably not. I don't remember. I don't remember where I am. Where am I?
You're in the jungle, baby.
Oh shit.
Akara, that's you.
All right, so I'm gonna advance until I'm about 15 feet away from the nearest to the things, and I'm just gonna throw a javelin at it.
Sounds good.
And that's another natural one, and so I guess I'm not good at javelin throwing.
I will also need you to make a Constitution save as well.
That's a 22.
Yeah, you're good.
I can Constitution save, which is good, because I'm going to take this moment to draw my sword.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
and challenge them to honorable battle. The javelin has been thrown down. I meant to do that.
Well said. All right, so with that in mind, these Neparibos get to go. And...
All right, boys, back me up here.
Dude, I got you 100%.
Jesus Christ.
So one thing, Ben, Akar, as these things slowly like slouch and sloth their way up to you with short little fat arms kind of flailing, until they get within a few feet of you, they don't pay you any heed and they're looking straight at Victor. And as soon as they get up close, these two are both going to attack you while this one is still focused solely on Victor.
It dawns upon me that I had movement left over. I could have just backed up.
Yeah, but then you couldn't have looked like a badass saying,
Yeah.
challenge you to honorable battle.
Yeah, honorable combat. Sword to sword.
Don't be a bitch.
Does he look like a bitch?
Depends on who you ask, apparently.
Looks like one's gonna hit, and only one. So you take 5 piercing damage as one of these fatties leans in and starts nibbling on your face with all 3 of its face holes.
All right.
Leave a weird scar.
Disgusting. It's gonna leave a mark.
Definitely.
Emotionally and physically.
So Splint gets to act. And he is going to cast Sacred Flame on the one that's chewing on your face. Alright, so the Niparibo just in front of you takes 5 radiant damage. That brings us to... God damn it. Ocelus?
Close enough. Honestly, if you fuck it up, it's funnier, so.
Okay, fair.
Alright, so I'm moving towards the sound as stealthily as possible. Am I close enough to peek over the ravine?
Totally. I'd say it's probably like 20
I'm not sure.
feet away.
25.
Well, let's just go with that then. If
Sure.
that's to scale enough for sure.
Alright, then I'm snaking over there. What I'm hoping to do, how high is the walls here?
I think you're saying is about 20 feet down in this spot.
20 feet down? No. Not at level 2.
Acrobatics to jump.
Literally could die.
Don't fear death.
But I do with I believe it's my Explorer's Pack, I do have a blame pin. Doesn't that come with rope though? Explorer's Pack comes with rope.
it comes with
And then I have a blame pin and clubs, so I can... I got 50 feet of silk rope. Dope. So I'm hoping I can kind of... Or actually, are there any rocks I could tie it to first before I basically get rid of my rope first?
Totally.
Yeah? I'll do that for my turn and see... Do I have enough movement to get down as well? Or
You
next
moved
turn?
25.
25 and
Your movement's probably what, 30, or do you
I
have
can
40?
dash as a bonus action as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you dash, you could totally do it.
We
I
aren't getting
worry.
any benefits from second level yet.
What?
We aren't getting any benefits from second level yet.
Are we not?
Because we haven't slept yet. So once we sleep, we actually get those benefits.
Okay. Did I sleep?
Did you? I don't think enough time has passed because I think it's maybe been a few hours
Since the war?
since that battle. Yeah.
Really? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright, sure. Then I don't dash as a bonus action then. I just go as far as I can go then.
Okay. Yeah, it'll have to be next turn in that
Okay.
case. Cool. With that in mind, back to the top with Victor.
Can I see him?
Yeah.
Can you see me getting eaten?
Va, friend.
Don't worry, I got this under control.
Literally trying to be stealthy right now.
Okay, then if he's trying to be stealthy, roll.
I have this
check.
extremely under control. Don't worry about me.
Well, how about speaking to the goblin in the back?
11.
Can he hear me?
You yell to Flax.
Yeah.
About the battle, you might hear something a little muffled. That sounds like Flax, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna yell to Flax, telling him that if he can hear us, he should inspire the Dragonborn with one of his tunes, and that we will meet him on the other side. I'm going to use my turn to walk up to This is the one that's heading towards me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm gonna use Primal Savagery on this guy. For not a hit. For 6.
6? No, you swing wide, or maybe you just tear through a bunch of its blubber, but it seems to have no effect.
Gross.
Alrighty, Akara.
Alright. Second wind. For not many more hit points.
Oh no.
But it still leaves me able to take a swing at the nearest of them, the one that's trying to bite me. And that's 13.
13, that hits.
Alright, that's 9 damage.
Sounds good. What kind of damage?
Slashing damage with a silvered weapon.
The silver weapon. Okay,
Yes.
cool. That was 9. So you murder this fool. How do you kill it?
Oh, I'm just gonna push him back with the shield and just decapitate it.
Awesome. As its head goes flying, its 3 mouths are still like gnawing through the air.
Terrifying.
Awful.
Terrifying.
Just-
I hate it.
Just terrible.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I will loudly, Akara will loudly declare that to all around him. I hate it. This is the worst.
Very
Fuck
cool.
this shit,
We'll
I'm
also
out.
need another Constitution save as well.
That's only an 8.
Ah,
So
you
I'm
take-
going to spend my inspiration for 15.
15, you are good.
Also, for some reason, I subtracted the hit points that I gained from. So I'm going to fix that.
Is that your second win?
Yeah. Second win. Oh, man, I'm tired.
Oh god, I'm tired.
Just as you're finishing your turn here, Akara, from behind the fallen rubble, you hear just a bit of a clang, 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 and you gain a bardic inspiration as well.
Opposite of inspiring, but I'll take it.
Yeah. And with that, the remaining Nipribos get to go. So the one is going to shimmy just up to here, and this one's going to stay put and attack you. So we'll do the one against you first. Getting a nat 1, so it fails horribly. And
And the one that attacks Victor, I'm going to impose disadvantage.
Okay. Who also misses horribly. So I picture this thing lunges with its gnashing maws, and just this shield just bonk. Some teeth probably go flying.
Or just put my hand on his back. Just kind of scared.
I thought I had teeth. And that is the end of their turn. So Praxis will go now too. He calls out, Akara, do you need healing?
I'm good.
You're good. Cool, in
All
that
under
case.
control.
He's just gonna run up.
Watch
and
out
smack
for
this
Victor.
guy. And so that one takes just a little bit of damage. All right, cool. Ocelus.
Did I make it anywhere down the rope or?
I figure you're probably like rope ready, on the edge, about to repel.
All right, then I'm gonna rappel down, and can I do? Since I'll be right, I guess here. Can I do an acrobatics check to see if I can jump myself close enough to strike against the guy going against
Totally.
Ben right now?
I'm kind of picturing almost like a very piratey kind of swing down, almost.
Yeah,
Like a
let's
push
do
off,
that.
like a push off, like push off and just like turn around.
I was thinking that, or like since I'm rappelling, my feet, like my back's to
Oh,
them,
and then jump.
and I'd be like doing a backflip 180, so I land the other way, like ha.
I like it.
Let's see if I do it or if I fall on my head.
eat
Nope,
shit.
I'm using my inspiration early. Fuck it.
Sounds good. That was a nat 1, by the way.
Yeah, that was not great. This one's a little bit better. Not great, but 15.
15? Yeah, you're good.
Macro back, son. Except when I
Anything
roll
else
a
to add to
one.
the description, or?
No, I feel like that's good. Maybe as I do it, I'm drawing my sword, doing that like corkscrew. Did they notice me, by the way?
They are totally enthralled in what they're doing right now.
Cool. Then I'm going to not announce my presence before attacking, as much as I'd love to show about, but then I don't get sneak attack. So I'm going to attack that guy right there.
He's within 5 feet of me.
Do I have to do a constitution?
You do need to do Constitution save too.
But you can sneak attack because he's within 5 feet of me.
Fuck me. One.
Another nat one.
Another crap. Fucking
That's-
crit one.
2 damage.
Ah, that's not so bad. Alright, and then advantage on that boy.
I don't think you actually get advantage to the hit, but like for the sneak attack, right?
Well, yeah, like, did he see me though? Like, because I've been stealthy this whole time so that they didn't see me.
Oh, fair enough. So you're yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
You're technically hidden to them.
Close. Alright, so I'm assuming that's going to hit with a 24 against the weenies.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, and that's a D8 plus 3.
And,
Oh, and then my sneak attack. So 7 damage.
7 damage. And what kind of damage is it?
Slashing. It's a cutlass.
Cool. As you slash into this fool, you notice that perhaps it's just a blubbery hide, but it doesn't do as much damage as you would think it would.
Oh no, that's all I have.
All right, and that is back to the top with Victor.
I'm going to try and primal savagery this thing again.
Alright.
Growing out the claws, and I'm just going to try and rip them to pieces for 18.
That's it.
For 10 damage.
Okay, what kind of damage?
Poison.
Poison?
Sorry, acid. Do I find that the acid makes a little bit more of a stain in his skin?
No. The same story. Kind of fizzles on the blubber and then just burns out. But this thing is still exceedingly bloody. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
Akara.
All right, I've got the sword, and I know what to do with it. So I'm just gonna take the one that's looking extremely battered that Victor's been wailing on and has been in return attempting to wail on him, and I'm gonna. It does a 15 hit.
Absolutely.
All right, that's 11 points of damage from the silver longsword.
You literally basically overkill it.
Yep.
So I assume, seeing as it's behind you, almost like quick, backwards, shink.
Mm-hmm.
You decapitate this one as well? Or
Ducking around.
Ducking around? Cool.
Spinning, smashing, stabbing. Probably take that sword in a bit of a two-handed swing because I got the buckler on the other arm and just I hate everything about this place. It's filthy and disgusting.
Perfect.
So is your character a germaphobe?
I think he's starting to go that way.
Yeah,
This
I
is
like
a
it.
disgusting place
like
and I
it.
hate it.
Okay, good. Good.
And he's going to a swamp. Excellent.
This place ain't so bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse.
You should have seen my ship.
I will literally never step on a boat for the rest of my life if this is the case.
So, Ocelus, as you came down and ambushed the hell out of this fatty, it's going to turn around and lunge at you with its face, getting a 21 to hit.
Just barely.
Just a touch.
Narrowly.
And you take 6 piercing damage from its multiple maud gullet.
Okay. I'm on Ben's side now. I don't like this place. Can you guys see my dad?
Our HP is still at level 1's HP, just so you know.
Well, I didn't know this before I brought it, so...
Yeah, we should have mentioned something.
Yeah. I don't know what my HP was. I guess it would have been 8. Let's just say next hit kills me then.
It's okay, I got your back.
Actually, I'd be at 1.
Alrighty, so Praxis, the cleric fellow, just did... Actually, probably didn't get so close. Sacred Flame on this guy as well. Did a couple of radiant damage to him. Not quite bloodied, however. And then Ocelus.
Alright, well, that didn't feel so good. So I'm going to attack one more time. And since someone's standing next to him, that's is that a first or a second level rogue?
Nope, that's
Thing for
still you can still sneak attack him.
Sneak
'cause
attack?
I'm up in his zone.
Cool.
He knows I'm about to hit him with the shield.
Find out. That's a 24 to hit.
That's a
Oh, yeah.
19 on the roll.
And a 11 plus 3, that's a 14.
14? Cool. That is exactly what you needed to kill him.
Thank God, because I didn't have anything left in me.
Up top.
Yay! Another soul ripped from the earth.
Very good friends.
Yeah, and so as this last fatty falls to the ground...
I love you chose a skeleton to represent the fatty.
Perfect.
They're undead, though.
Devil's
These
task.
things aren't undead.
Oh. Devils.
Alright. So he's really blubbery, hey? So basically I'm just like hacking at him, like going over and over, just little bits of him going everywhere. Like,
I'm gonna take a few steps away at that point.
I'm picturing, what's the Greek thing where it's like the meat that slowly rotates and you just slice it off?
oh, shawarma.
Shawarma.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna-
or donaires.
Yeah.
Or
It's the same
heroes.
meat on a stick.
Yeah.
So I'm basically just doing that, carving them up. I got a little wrap in my left hand while I'm going at it.
I'm gonna go check out the rock formation. Could I like climb it? Can I hear anything on the other side?
Can't hear anything on the other side.
Oh, by the way, hi
Flax,
guys.
friend. Are you there? Okay, nothing.
Good to be
Nothing
reacquainted
in
with you,
response. It
Solus.
seems like perhaps he's moved
That
on
was my
to find
name?
another
Good.
way around.
Okay, I remember that.
She said,
I'm gonna tell him that we'll meet him at the swamp.
Swamp or bust. Just silence answers you.
Okay. Well then.
And so we are down a little goblin bard, but gained a piratey half elf.
I'd say that's a good exchange.
Because I haven't
I'm
said
not
hi
too
again.
shook about it.
How'd you guys get here? Like the soul train?
We ran from it.
I took the bus.
I don't know what you mean by that.
We're heading to the bog, and our kind friend is
Cleric,
guiding us there. Praxis.
Praxis Splint.
Yes, and we trying to get there as fast as possible.
Cool. I think my dad's there.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Good enough for me. Let's go.
We don't know that he's not there.
I can't argue with that logic. I really can't. All right, lead the way.
Praxis? After you, friend?
Onwards.
I'm
I
gonna
must
be
say,
right beside, or right behind the dragonborn.
how is everybody holding up? The bog is a very dangerous place.
Well, if we were going by the level 1 health, then I'm at 1.
Yeah, I could use a long rest. I'm running out of spells.
So am I. Today has been a very long day.
Is there a spot that maybe we could... What were these things eating, by the way?
Looks like some sort of just desiccated old corpse. There's hardly any meat on it. Looked like perhaps there's some sort of... I don't want to say animal, because I feel like regular animals probably wouldn't be down in hell, but some sort of creature.
Some sort of beastie creature?
Mhm.
Okay. Something that I couldn't put a finger on, I guess, as far as, like, what it is. Like, still 4 legs kind of thing? Or?
Still 4 legs, but
No
other than that,
natural
some kind of
origin.
strange spikes, and there's not much else left.
Okay. Abomination. I just want to kick some dirt on it and on the rest of the group of dead beasties, I suppose.
I'll go retrieve my other javelin.
Nice.
Want to sheath my sword and, well, onward.
Okay.
There's nothing else in this kind of area that we could maybe, that these things like live out of or check out or anything like that? Is
Could you do maybe like a religion check to see what you know about these things?
Only a 13.
13? Did you roll one as well there, Carl?
No, I don't believe in religion.
Well said. 13's enough to know that they are a form of
Church in the
devils.
wild, eh?
Yep.
No church in the wild. They're even lower than Lemire's, and only like the lowest of the low become these Niparibos. They're basically just sloth, disgusting beings that sucked in life and sucked in the afterlife.
Wow.
You may have heard as well that the swarms that circle them, they do act as their eyes, and it's almost like a hive mind, and any other ones that are around will be able to track you as well.
Okay, so this is just me and Praxis kind of talking about this as I go.
Mm-hmm.
If there is the case that when you die, not that I've been able to die, or none of us have, but when we do,
I'm gonna comment that that's been due to very strong efforts on my part.
yes, friend.
Like we're
do a very good
you,
job.
You say that like we haven't been able to die. We are working very hard to keep it this way.
Yes, friend, we must survive. Let's be very
Not downplay,
very
like, the
real.
efforts
Yes,
we're
you
making
are.
here.
You are the guardian of my everything.
Well, we're all in this together.
But
I look at the priest. He's doing a good job too.
if
He just nods at you casually.
you were to die and you were a good soul or achieved a lot, would you become something more? Something more powerful?
Something more than that, absolutely.
It's like the type of line of questioning that you're just going to kill someone afterwards. It could be more powerful to kill you.
Most souls do just become Lumire's in hell, but especially powerful ones can become a stronger devil. I have heard many good souls land elsewhere, not in hell. But even good souls do end up here, mostly through the Lake of Despond. There's a portal directly to the astral plane, and I've heard of souls falling through there.
What about being cursed?
Being cursed?
If it wasn't their fault, they would have been good people, but were bound to becoming.
In Dis, the layer just below us, I don't know of it personally, but there are many prisons, some of which have souls that are not supposed to be here, and they're being kept there against their will, some of which are kept as prizes or curios. Perhaps there is maybe some more answers to what you seek.
Only one more level.
And
We're so easy.
if only. Mother Night may have answers for you as well.
Should we move on for a few hours and then maybe take a long rest before we enter the bog?
I think that would be for the best.
Is there a place that maybe we can get to that's not close to these sloth monstrosities, but also in between us and the bog?
Perhaps, yes.
Yeah, okay.
If we can even find a raised ledge or something in the ravine in which they would not be able to climb up to, I think that would be safe. And so, plan is to try and take a long rest. What are you guys looking for in a spot to rest?
Something actually with cover overhead. Like, is any of these actually turned into a cave?
Yeah, survival check.
It's 12
18.
for me.
18? Cool. As you guys are going, there appears to be, Victor, you spot this, a ravine that it's been hollowed out by maybe some sort of creature, perhaps the one that was murdered and eaten by the Nuparibos, but a bit of a den that perhaps a small group could take cover in.
Close quarters, but at least we could use some of it to lay low. I don't sleep very much, so I can keep watch.
This seems like a good place for me to learn how to dodge as a bonus action.
Well said.
I like it.
Just standing in the darkness, just dodging back and forth.
How are we going to set
I'm
up?
just running back and forth, getting my dash going.
So this,
Time
this
to go.
covers most of our height. How high is the walls? Like 30, 40, 50 feet here?
Probably say like 30 feet high in the walls, and this cave is maybe like, it's pretty short. Like you can punch
10
in and
feet
kind of
deep,
get.
but that's it.
Yeah, I'd say like 10 feet deep tops, maybe only like 5 to 6 feet tall in the tallest portion.
Yeah, okay.
So definitely enough to take
Enough,
cover.
enough to like kind of crawl in though. Well, I'm gonna throw down a bedroll and I'm gonna use some of my rope just to put it down through something like walk like 15 feet, 20 feet in both directions because I feel like it's still pretty narrow except for this small opening that we have now, which is probably like 30 some feet in width. And I just want to take up some of my rope and just like tie it around some of the rocks. As if if some stupid zombie were to walk by, it would kind of just like trip over around its knees, I suppose. So I'm gonna tie both those up on both the exits,
Okay.
forward and back.
Awesome. Anybody doing anything else, or just getting that rest on?
I'm sprinting back and forth, learning how to dash
I'm
as a
gonna
bonus
ask
action.
one of them if they want to go. Just make sure there's no other exits to the cave, and I'm gonna kind of set up a little bit of a perch at the very mouth of the cavern so that I can make sure nothing tries to get in here with us.
Cool. Sounds good.
Once I'm tuckered out, I literally just face plant onto my bedroll.
How old is Ocelus, by the way?
Not too old. Probably like, I would bet like 18 to 20.
Cool.
A very young man. Can you help me before you maybe head to bed?
You're gonna have to wake me up,
late.
but sure.
Well, if you have so much energy, I was wondering if you could pull a rope up to the top. The way you swung down earlier was very impressive, and I was wondering if we needed an extra escape route, having this rope here might be a good idea. So could you run to the top, tie it onto something up there, and let it hang down?
Sure. How high is this wall?
30.
30.
All right, this is gonna take some time. Jesus Christ. Okay.
You helping him?
Yeah, I'll give him a
Can
boost.
you-
That would
so.
be advantage
Right.
on.
So
Tell
I
him
got
where to
a
grab the
climbing
rocks,
check, so
maybe?
that's gonna be like athletics, right?
You can use acrobatics if you want. You're a sailor. I picture climbing up sails and such being much more acrobatics than strength based.
Fair enough. I crit. I guess I don't have to use my advantage. Now I crit.
Yeah.
All right, so
Nat 20.
I'm just climbing.
Ding, ding, ding,
I'm just being a show off now. I'm climbing up feet first. So I'm on handstand, pushing myself up like a fucking weirdo.
Big
And
flex.
as you're doing it too, it looks like your limbs are like hardly even touching what you're like grabbing a hold of, just like shooting
Spider
it up.
crime.
Like a spider.
All right, then, because that's like 27 with the acrobatics too. Yeah, and I tie off the rope to the top there. I'm assuming I was able to go and retrieve my old rope before. Yeah, it's a silk rope. It's nice. I don't want to lose it.
The nice stuff. Got it from Payne, Daddy.
No. Yeah, and I tie it off there, and then I just slide on down, spinning around, and I like go for a high five
Okay.
for you.
Sure.
For you?
Do you high five back?
Yes.
Okay, then I go over to my bed and I just literally face plant again onto it, and
As is-
immediately start snoring.
Nice. Awful. As this happens, Praxis perched pretty close to Akara, I feel we'll mention. For life in hell, he is quite young. I wonder what poor story brought him here.
Daddy! Daddy!
Before he goes to bed, I want to just look at him and I say, it is your job to get us out of here safe.
To Praxis?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then just turn around and tell him that I'll be back in a few hours to wake him up.
Cool.
Probably next on watch.
Just nods and falls asleep.
During that time, I just want to go like sit off, like watching the group, but also like looking both ways, like left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to use, just for a few moments, but just like a small version of dancing lights, and then turn them into a, if I'm good at it, beautiful woman, and mutter just a few things about this last few days and how I'm coming.
Beautiful. That's awesome. Do you have inspiration?
No.
You do now.
Nice.
Okay, and Akara, you're sleeping right now, correct?
I was gonna take the first watch,
Okay.
but
Nope, already done. Got
okay.
it.
Once he's got his
Sleep
first
up.
watch, I'm gonna get full 9 hours.
You need
Awesome.
it, friend. You keep me safe.
I've earned it.
You have earned it.
I feel good.
Awesome.
So
While you're
I'm
sleeping,
gonna roll out my bedroll, get my little sack of gold in there with me, and just kind of curl up with my sword, and just away we go.
that just sounds adorable. While you're dreaming, or while you're sleeping, you do
Yep.
dream.
Oh no.
And far below you, you see the barren landscapes that you've been trekking through, and the entire outline of the Cloven Plains
Mhm.
far beneath you.
Mhm.
And looking down as well, your shadow casts in the shape of a flying dragon.
Yes. Visions of purpose.
And as you're going, there's a disturbance on the ground, and these two large orbs open up on the ground that just look like pitch black eyes.
Ooh. All right. Is it a lucid dream? Can I circle about and watch these eyes back?
They just stare at you non-blinking before disappearing.
These eyes
That's kind of spooky.
crying. These eyes have seen a lot of love. I've never seen a lot of love in
Okay, cool. Does anyone want to roll a d6 for me, please? All three of you.
Bah! 4. That's on the side. You have to re-roll that one.
6.
And a 6.
12, 16. All right, cool. And Victor is still awake, correct?
I'm transing, yes.
Okay, cool. In the distance, you hear the faint, gnashing of teeth.
Above or below? Perception?
Yeah, perception.
20.
20? It sounds very, very distant. Perhaps you can just hear it because it is so silent down here. But it sounds like from up above, echoing from some different place, there is this vague gnashing of teeth sound.
I'm going to go back to trancing, and if it does get louder, try and focus on it getting louder, I guess. Just remember the sound of it, and sadly let it haunt me as I sit there and trance out.
What I do for love. Cool.
Are you sure it's not just the sound of Oslo snoring?
In this case, yes.
Okay, just checking.
A very troubled trial, that's for sure.
Would appear so. All right, so a couple hours go by. It hasn't gotten noticeably louder, but you're feeling a little more on edge as time goes by too.
Has it been 6 hours yet? No sleep?
Yeah,
It has. I'm gonna go wake up the paladin. Or, sorry, the cleric.
cool. He also not quite nearly as bad as Ocelus, but also quite restless and like face jerking and twitching quite a bit in his sleep. He wakes up with a bit of a start.
Did all of them kind of have weird dreams? Or bad dreams, it seemed?
I roll to dream.
Restless?
You do not.
What would that be?
did you get?
Wisdom? What's the modifier for dreaming? Imagination? Intelligence?
Imagination. No, you are just exhausted and just have a dreamless, hard slumber.
I've had a lot of dreamless nights recently.
You get the feeling that Praxis just never has restful sleeps.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get him up, tell him that I've heard this sound and it hasn't got that much worse or closer, but I'm trying to keep an eye on it, I guess.
He says, "Did you check up above?"
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't. Does he think it's a good idea?
If it's taken this long and nothing's appeared, we should be in the clear. If you need some sleep, go get it now. I'll wake you if anything happens.
Cool. My person's just gonna go back to trancing, I guess, and
Cool.
sleep.
The little bit of sleep that he needs.
Yeah, I might even go pretend to. I'll lay out a bedroll and like even pretend to sleep like the rest of these guys, but just kind of just keep my head faced upwards, just eyes open, just staring as if you were staring at a ceiling.
All right, so the rest of the long rest passes since you guys are now officially level 2.
Perfect. Feeling rejuvenated.
Yeah. Got those hit dice.
Yep.
Some new abilities.
For real.
Got the need.
Got
The need for being able to hide halfway through my turn.
and speed.
Speed, that also. That would have been a better phrase. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's a good one. You should coin it. Need for speed. Keep that for later.
Save that.
Okay, cool. As everybody comes to, perception checks.
That's a 19 for me.
16.
14 for me.
Okay, with the 19, you hear the low shuffling of many, many feet, and that gnawing sound has gotten much more insistent. And where you're situated, can you see the rope that you strung up?
Yeah, I'd be like kind of right in front of the cave.
Cool. You can see the rope getting like pulled taut a little bit as well, like something's pushing against part of it.
From like just outside our camp.
Yeah, because you had it kind of like arrayed across the ravine, right? Like kind of like tripwire.
Oh, those ones. I had
Yeah.
like tripwire ones.
Yeah.
And then I had one that's like hanging out so that we could escape.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that one's good.
Okay. I was like, geez, if something's pulling out, it's invisible, and we are fucked right now.
What are you talking about? We're level 2. We're invincible.
Runs at him, tries to do a few punches, just gets bodied.
Or just mold earth and the cave just closes shut.
So you can kind of hear like the rope just like that quick, like
Exactly.
as it gets
yeah.
taut.
What are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to touch my friends and say to arms.
Is it my dad?
Young man, I do not believe it is your dad.
Ah, shit.
To
Okay.
arms.
Okay.
You don't have armor on yet.
No, I do not. It's gonna take a few minutes.
Yeah, fuck the armor. Just take the shield and mitts up.
Alright, I got this. I don't need no armor.
Beautiful.
You just need that gold.
Yep.
Cut that gold purse right to it. Naked.
Put it
Shield.
over your heart just so like when you get stabbed
Big.
right in the heart.
Yep. I
just
got my little
stops it.
coin purse
Yeah.
just hanging in my pants.
in front of your coin
Beautiful.
purse.
Yeah.
Your man
He
purse.
gets up and it just.
Yeah, little ding 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 ding. Just step up
Oh god.
Okay. Well, stealth checks, everybody. Who's going out first or looking out first?
I'll,
got the shield.
I'll look out.
Okay.
I'll look up first.
I got a 12.
That's 16.
16. Alrighty.
At least you don't have disadvantage on stealth.
No, I'm sneaky as fuck.
Yeah, you guys are all good. Whatever is outside has not heard you yet.
Did anything else happen to kind of the rope? Can you hear it snap or like rocks start to move?
You can hear some rubble falling, but
Yeah.
you're not entirely sure where from.
Not from left or right. Like which side were they coming
It
from?
would be the side that you guys had come from originally, not the way that you
So from
they were
minus.
going.
Okay, and Praxis, can I look over to Praxis to see if he's like seeing anything? Because he would have had time to put his armor on and stuff like that. Like I want to go, psst, Praxis.
He doesn't see very much. Looks out and says, I can't get a good beat on them. I think more of the same creatures.
Can you fight, dragon?
I was born to fight.
Absolutely. Those Nubaribos are not very fast. We could easily outmaneuver them.
He needs to put on armor. We need to set up camp. Finish the camp.
Okay.
I have some oil. I'm gonna light the oil with since I have some time. Yeah, I'm gonna light the oil and try and do what Flax was attempting to do the first time.
Cool.
So I'm gonna peek my head around the corner and make sure that he comes with me. I want to go like pace to pace with him, just because I know he's my shield man. And
Yep, I'm right up on his back, just like hand right there.
I want to take that. I guess would have been a right. Yeah, I want to take that right and be on the outside of the Dragonborn. And can I see them?
Yes, you can.
Nice,
And
through this,
there
like, weave
is a lot of them up against
Shit.
the rope that you've stuck up. Like
There
they're
happen to be 16 of them.
hard to
that
say
mean?
just from a
I
count.
just rolled 3d6.
Oh, that was for that's a kind of a random encounter thing I've got going
okay,
on.
never mind.
He didn't
And
say
so
no.
as you turn and look against the
didn't say no.
This could be a
against the
random
rope,
encounter.
there's probably about, they're so fucking fat, not that many of them can fit, but there's about 3 of them just kind of milling aimlessly, like they're searching for something and they know roughly where it is, but they can't get a pinpoint on it. And as you come out, they all turn and look at you, and the teeth in all of their face holes just start jabbing.
Oh Jesus!
And as you're watching,
They're moving in like difficult terrain because there's so many of them, though, right? Mm-hmm. Except for maybe the first one.
they don't. Well, they're all
This guy.
super slow to begin with.
Yeah.
As you watch too, some more rubble falls from above, and there's like 3 or 4 more leaning down over the.
Oh fuck! That was my escape. And I was like, let's go up.
I was ready to run up too.
They're still further back. Like they've all clearly come from that one direction.
Yeah.
So you guys have 2 options. Well, 3 options. You can try and fight them all, but there's a fuck ton of them. It's basically like a horde of zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Yeah.
We have lots of company. I'm gonna explain that to our entire group. And what do you want to do? Armor up and run? Like just
I'm
grab
not
the
leaving
armor?
my armor.
No, we can't. So can you put it in a bag?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the bag.
Pack up the equipment right now. I'm gonna light this thing and just throw it.
Perfect. Praxis also helps you like grab this.
Have we established that
Bag
they're like?
and bag.
Have you ever played Last of Us?
I haven't played it, but I've watched the videos on it because it looks fucking sweet.
Okay. Do you remember what the clickers are?
Yeah.
Are they all like clickers so they can't see, but they're really attuned to sound?
Yeah.
I think.
And they've also got this swarm of like mites that circles around them and almost acts like their eyes.
Okay, but that's only within like. The
Can I do an
15
intelligence
feet,
check to
I
see
think?
if would remember that signal kind of happening to me earlier for I guess only 10, but is that something that my character might be able to know? Like, am I getting surrounded by bugs right now?
Yeah, actually, that's a perfect description. Yeah, so as you do come out and they kind of stop, they're kind of looking around, and then when they focus on you, the bugs do swarm towards you as well.
Just me.
And
Or I
anyone
guess
else fail
He's
their
right beside me.
Constitution saves earlier?
Just me.
Oh, from before?
And
Oh,
took any damage?
I took 2 damage.
Okay, perfect. Then the bugs circle around you both, and all of the Niparibos focus on you.
Oh shit! Like the bugs didn't go away from the first
Well,
encounter.
the bugs were gone,
They just know our
but
scent.
think of almost like a hive mind.
They can smell.
They're attuned
okay.
to you, yeah.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say throw
like
a rock
almost
in the
targeted.
opposite direction, but it's
like targeted.
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna throw this and say that they know that I'm here. Pack up the bags and let's
Still
go.
packing.
So I'm gonna watch them and see how close we're getting, just kind of like a zombie horde, just watching to see if they get very close. Not trying to do any combat with them, but if they get within 15 feet of me, so or 20 feet of me,
20 feet, yeah.
I'm gonna start like saying we gotta go now.
Okay.
Is there any way I can add this time too, starting to take like using my primal savagery just to try and like claw open any rocks that I can to try and tumble them in?
Yeah, like into the cave? Or do
So
you mean, like,
sorry,
from
if
the walls?
Yeah, so if I'm the last man, or if I'm the man between us and the group, and they're coming one way from the right hand side, can I just start like because the walls are fairly close together at this point?
Just
maybe
start
10 feet,
shoveling,
just trying to
rubbling
like
crap?
rubble and stuff like that, just like clawing it out to try and.
Yeah, totally.
Cool, that's what I'm gonna try and do. So maybe a strength check.
Do you want to do that now or when they're totally aware of? Because they're coming towards you now too.
Yeah,
so,
I'm
okay,
just gonna
cool.
try and bury the
For sure, yeah, strength check.
see if I can get anything going here for 10.
10, yeah, not much. The walls are pretty solid here, just some dust and
Jeez.
pebbles.
That sucks.
And now, like, all the ones on the ground, all of their mouths are just, like, gnashing, and the rope is about to break.
Nice.
As-
And they're on fire.
Oh, you did throw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on fire, and it appears to have no effect. There's now burning zombies chasing you.
Fantastic.
Oh,
It's just made
'cause
my
we're
work
on the
rope
plane
even
of
worse.
fire, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
These
Fire.
things are just really blubbery and, like, resistant and immune to a fair amount of stuff for, like, a low challenge rating monster.
All right, what would Robin Williams do against Blubber or Flubber?
That was an entirely different situation.
Shit. Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my shield.
Okay.
And
It's up to 15 AC.
I guess, yeah, maybe run back and grab my shield, and then head back and watch how close are we. Like, and out of turns, how many do we have until they're here?
You guys got, like, a turn.
6 seconds.
Holy
Okay.
shit, okay.
All right, so are we going up that rope, or is
What's the
rope?
plan?
We gotta go up the
I'm
rope.
still packing
there's
my
less,
stuff!
There's less things
Praxis
up the
has
rope.
helped you. I think you're probably good at this
Like the
point.
horde's mostly
Okay.
down. Going up is still sounding like the better option, even if they're above us. There's
But what happens if we're all on the rope, and then we find out that they're right above us? And then they're below us, and they're above us.
You guys got 4 seconds.
all right. I'm gonna run up the rope and scout then.
Okay,
I
you
can
go.
jump down
Go,
quickly if I need
go,
to.
boy.
All right.
Go,
I'm gonna-
jump man, jump
I
man,
run-
jump man, jump
Way
man.
up to something.
No.
Ah, that's a 2.
What is it? Acrobatics up the rope there?
It would be acrobatics.
That's gonna be a 9.
You're not. That's not enough to get all the way up.
Can I dash as a bonus action?
I mean, I don't see what.
Technically,
Why not? Yeah, like I mean,
rules is written.
rules.
It's
as
not
written.
graceful, but can I still do it?
Yeah.
And dash as an action?
I picture you like get halfway up and kind of like slip, maybe nervous to all these zombies. And
What do you see when you get up
I
there?
peek my head just so I get to the top there.
right as you get to the top, the other rope snaps, and the other ones start milling towards you as well. Once again, not very fast, but they're really, really close now.
We gonna turn left then, boys? Let's get out of
Do I
here.
see anything when I come up?
Not right at the top. Further back, once again, the same way they've been coming from. There's a handful of them. It seems most of them are down below.
Okay.
And in the distance, there's like hundreds of them, but still a long ways
Oh
off.
wait, okay. I shout out to them. We can take the ones up here. I don't think we're gonna win against 1,000 of them down there.
1,000? Run, boy, run. Be our eyes.
Are you coming with me, or am I just taking them on myself?
Run with us as we run through the bottom. None of us can climb up the rope like you can.
Okay. I scoop up the rope and I'm just running along the ravine, being like the high point guy, I guess.
Cool, sounds good.
All right, go left, go left, go left.
Cool. I will stay in the back, I guess, and continue to watch them from behind
Yeah.
and see kind of how close they're getting. And I also know that, or I think I know that they're after me and not them.
Mm-hmm. And as you do climb to the top as well, the ones that are up there, one's like teetering over, looking down, and looks over at you as it falls down into the
Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Yeah. And then the other two do turn towards you and start waddling towards you.
I
Most
run at a
ominously.
mild pace.
Yeah.
A brisk walk.
Don't need very much to outpace these guys, that's for sure.
I want to, as we're leaving, like, just roll up my bag real quick, just put it into my bag, throw it over top, and
Gunning it?
yeah, skedaddle.
Very cool.
Can I? Do I have? Yeah, I'm gonna risk it and just see how well I do for, I guess, like investigation to make sure I didn't forget. None of us forgot anything.
Sounds good.
Is that it? The right investigation? Is that the right thing?
Yeah, I think that would work.
Perception.
No, like your choice actually, because you can perceive if anything's left on the ground, or you can investigate, see if anything's left behind.
16.
16. Looks like everything
Perception.
for the most part is good. Anything that's forgotten was just minor things, maybe like a blanket or something if you had one out, but nothing major.
Okay. Then I'll leave it.
All right, we run.
First all the jangling.
Yep. I'm gonna try to secure that as we're jogging along.
You didn't have one already.
Yeah.
Wait, was that your coin
Inspired.
purse or your coin purse?
Man,
I think
the
that's
two of them
the
together.
smacking of the
Yeah.
purses.
Oh, I thought he might just have a lot of piercings.
brass balls. Well, he might.
A couple Prince Alberts.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So as you guys are running, there's a couple different directions you can take. Either a left or veering right. And Ocelus, you can see in the distance that the left route appears to be the more direct route to this dark blotch on the horizon.
Young man, which way do we go?
Hey guys, do you want to go towards this really big dark blotch or no? I'm not totally sure where we're going, but this seems... There's a direct route to darkness. Does that sound right?
Praxis.
That sounds like the
Call the
bog.
plate.
Left! Left!
Okay.
Hard left.
Yeah, that's what I would choose, given the option between, not going in darkness and going into absolute gross darkness. Yep, good plan.
Just run, boy.
Alright, so you guys continue running on. These things are dashing after you, but
We're gaining ground.
they're not gaining ground. They're
We
really,
are?
really slow.
And
So
that's-
sorry, you guys are gaining ground, yeah.
And that's the left side? Mm-hmm. How would I get across? Because what side am I on running along? Am I
figured
on the right?
jump.
I pictured you on the left side.
Left side? Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm good. Okay.
Do a flip.
Do a barrel roll.
Actually, I
do-
pictured him on the left side too. That's funny.
I start doing some free running shit,
Cool.
and
Parkour.
I fucking do it real nice with a
Parkour.
crit.
Oh, awesome. Are you going to jump over and back and forth a little bit?
Oh, not back and forth. It's just one of those things where like you're just like springing and you're doing like the no hand cartwheels to a back spring. Like just I'm fucking energized, good to go.
Also, this day doesn't look so bad after all,
I'm-
because you look good.
I
Got a good
feel
night's
good.
sleep.
About to see my dad in the bog. It's gonna be a good day.
Perfect. As you guys are running, the sound of droning beehives and gnashing teeth does start to fade away.
Do I notice any of those bugs around me?
No, not anymore. Praxis chimes in and does say that I don't know how long they can track you for, but the scent does linger on their palates. If we make it to the bog, I think we might be safe there. Mother Night has an accord with many of the devils. Very few actually breach her sanctum.
Not safe here nor there.
That comes off as the opposite of reassuring Praxis.
Also, does a somersault. Because I can't hear anything they're saying.
Could just see me gesticulating wildly.
And I was like,
Can we take
thumbs up.
Can we take a second and put on armor and stuff like that? And
It takes 10 minutes to put on
Yeah,
heavy armor.
we need a long stretch of time before.
okay.
Once again, it is a zombie horde, so when you guys do get some distance, you definitely can, because even if they do catch up, as long as they don't somehow get like a surprise on you, you should be fine.
Nice.
Or gets like surrounded or anything.
Avidly
We probably have to
watching
run
for
for
now,
like
though.
20 minutes to have like 10 minutes of confirmed, or at least more likely time.
Do you guys want to get like a sustained quick pace going? 'Cause
Yeah.
you definitely could.
Yep.
At
So
least,
without armor.
at least for 20 minutes, and then
Yeah.
that would give him
Still-
10
Okay,
minutes.
sounds good. Okay.
Unless
Until we get
there's
to
a
the the center
horde we haven't
bog,
seen.
at least to where Praxis is familiar with the area.
Yeah,
With
totally.
my armor in the bag, I still feel like I'm viable.
Okay.
You got those scales.
Yep. And I got a shield.
And you got the big hit dice too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too worried.
Yeah, so as you guys continue going, the ground does start to level out. There's a little bit more of the kind of like brackish, dried out shrubbery here and there. And the ground is leveling out, becoming just more of like a vast, arid desert instead of these like riven crevasses and plains.
I want to go up to some of the, while we're running by, just take a kneel down by some of the plants, I guess, if we do find any, or a shrub. And, so barren of life, this hellish place. And want to see if I can attend to the flower, or to the,
To whatever.
to whatever it is.
Yeah, totally.
And see, like, how it's surviving. Maybe a cactus-style plant. Maybe do, like, an investigation check on it.
Drinks
Nature?
the blood of the living.
Nature?
For 9. Not fantastic.
Not fantastic with that one, but looking at it, it looks like it leads very, very little sustenance, and perhaps some sort of passing event once or twice a year is enough to sustain it.
Sounds enough for me. I'm going to try and like gently remove it from this the soil, but still taking some of the soil with me.
Sounds good. It's more kind of like growing out of a crack in the rock, but you can definitely try and get
cool.
it out if you
Yeah,
want.
I want to try and just like wiggle it out really quick
Cool.
if I can, and then just put it inside in a bag, like with the other herbs that I have.
Okay, cool.
With the orange stuff that I took.
Perfect. As you pull it out, it's got a really, really long, firm root, and it's fucking spiky as hell down there too, but you can definitely take it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and take a little bit of it, just for more curiosity's sake, I guess.
Cool. And at the same time, is it fair to say that you've been putting on your armor?
Yeah, I think just like piece by piece, like as we're running along, I'll get Praxis to like guide me as I try to sling the chainmail over my head, and then the strap on the black breastplate, and the greaves, and the sabatons, and the roundels, and the shoulder pads, and just bit by bit, like every few minutes we'll stop, we'll put on another piece, and then start running again.
All right, sounds good.
Until I'm just clank, 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 clank.
Back at it.
Yep, we're back in business.
Okay, so looming much closer in the distance is the coagulating bog. And so what was just a black smear on the horizon is still quite similar.
Is now a black smear.
Is now a black smear in front of you. As far as what it looks like, there's just these large black bracken, like think of almost like blackberry bushes, except just more thorns, much thicker. It looks almost like a muscled tentacle with spines. And that's appears to be the only kind of plant you can see. The muck itself is this dark kind of brownish red color with like a black crust on top of it. And it smells kind of like of old iron. It appears this bog isn't a usual swamp, it's a swamp made out of blood.
Gross.
Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time on Tales from the Coast.